Right now, 1,069,015 electric vehicles are navigating the streets of Bengaluru, Karnataka, India. That number grew 150% in a single year. But the infrastructure built to support them is failing. According to the Tata EV Report 2024, out of 25,000 public chargers across the country, 12,100 are completely non-functional today. This chart shows the stark reality of charger utilization. To break even, an operator needs a 30% utilization rate. In Bengaluru, average utilization sits under 10%. Nationally, it is 4 to 5%. Yet, companies are spending 15 lakh rupees in capital expenditure to build each of these stations. At 4% utilization, these stations are silent capital sinks. They bleed crores of rupees into the ground every single day. This is a systemic financial failure, not a lack of consumer adoption. When operators plan a new station, they look for cheap land, check surface-level traffic, and apply for government subsidies. They completely ignore spatial intelligence. First missing variable, actual EV density. Jayanagar holds 23,090 EVs, Yelahanka just 1,365, yet operators build blindly. Second variable, environmental risk. Bengaluru has 209 BBMP flood-prone areas. A policy reduced lake buffers from 30 to 3 meters, opening vulnerable land. Building in unprotected flood zones carries an immediate financial consequence. A single monsoon submerges the electrical equipment, instantly wiping out a 15 lakh investment. The third missing variable is the grid reliability percentage. In peripheral zones tracked by BESCOM, technical inefficiencies lead to power losses of up to 10%. The financial consequence of a poor grid reliability percentage is severe. A DC fast charger requires stable high voltage. Without it, the station sits idle, generating zero revenue. Because these three data layers, registration demand, flood risk, and grid stability, are excluded from current planning tools, operators guarantee stranded assets before construction even begins. Take a network manager named Rajan. He has a 7 crore budget and chooses a cheap site in Bellandur backed by PM eDrive subsidies. When the monsoon arrives, his station floods, yielding zero revenue for 2 full months. A correct placement with strong grid reliability achieves over 30% utilization, earning 4,968 to 6,826 rupees daily, with an 18 to 36-month payback. Rajan's placement crashes to 4% utilization, earning 660 to 1,138 rupees daily, exceeding a 7-year payback. This exact systemic flaw is verified at the highest levels. Niti Aayog states, an evenly spread geographical distribution of charging stations may not necessarily be the best strategy. Locating charging stations based on vehicle movement patterns would perhaps be a better strategy. 3 independent bodies, Niti Aayog, WRI India, and the Observer Research Foundation, have all confirmed the same conclusion. The fundamental failure in EV infrastructure is spatial. This timeline illustrates where the industry is looking. Every competitor uses AI exclusively on the right side for post-deployment optimization, like billing or load balancing. The left side, pre-deployment spatial planning, is completely empty. Khushbu Srivastava, CEO of Kulam AI, frames the shift this way. The competitiveness of future charging networks will not be defined by hardware density alone, but by algorithmic intelligence. This 7-step Green Grid AI pipeline starts with a strict exclusion filter, automatically removing all 209 flood-prone zones. Its core is an AI model trained on 27,000 satellite photographs, classifying 10 land types, overlaid with Vahan RTO demand and precise grid reliability scoring. This speed replaces an 8 to 36-week 2 lakh rupee manual survey with a 10-minute assessment costing less than 5,000 rupees. Operators achieve 96.89% accuracy while reducing their pre-deployment planning costs by over 97%. By combining these metrics into a single charge site intelligence score, Green Grid AI physically stops operators from deploying capital into unprofitable zones. The national stakes are immediate. Launched in October 2024, the PM eDrive scheme is deploying a 10,900 crore budget to build 72,300 stations right now, covering up to 80% of costs through subsidies. This flow diagram maps out 2 distinct national paths. Subsidizing cheap land without spatial data results in 72,300 stranded investments operating at 5% utilization. Subsidizing demand intelligence creates 72,300 profitable infrastructure points. Scaling this solution delivers 3 definitive metrics. Utilization shifts from under 10% to over 30%. Planning costs drop by 25 crore rupees for every 500 stations. And 100% of known flood risk zones are hard excluded. Bengaluru's EV crisis is an information problem, not an adoption problem. By building this exact solution in Bengaluru, Karnataka, India, using local data, Green Grid AI proves that the future is local. This is the necessary intelligence layer required before any more national money moves. Project ID CAUSE2026 0310151922.